It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely. And you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. And in order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure.
Touchdown, Titans! A great effort there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. The Texans take over 1st and 10. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
All right. Tony. Love it. Alert the hot.
Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
And Stroud now to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Dragon 60, 19 tight, 19 tight, 19 1.
They'll drop the throw.
That's complete to Jalen Hyatt.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Titans, first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Titans.
6 to 18, 5 in.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Again, he'll drop the throw.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Up the middle they go. And room there to work it inside the 25.
59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. At the Texans, 11-yard.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Got it. Ready? Here we go. Set. 65. 19. Target.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Aubrey good with the PAT.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Texans, nothing.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
On the bootleg, Stroud. He'll try to pick it up himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Stroud and company going for it. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass complete. It's Jalen Noel.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
19 yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
118. Hey, south. Hey, uno.
Now Stroud. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18. That's right. Buggy. 11. Look the hot.
Stroud working out of the gun. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
On the go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Yep.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on. On rock right.
They'll keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
A strong run.
And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Titans are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Room here to run. And a big return will get it all the way down to the 35.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down. Booth. And he's got room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Henry To'o there on the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll throw now on the final play. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 1 second, all that remains.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Play action. Stroud now.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 118. Outside.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he comes back with one complete. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stroud looking to throw.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
4th down. Here's Stroud.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Booth. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the point after.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
11.
Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
And that's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. Hey.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
One
back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go.
Stroud out of the gun here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Stroud.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
161 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
3rd and 5.
79 Broncos. Let's go now. Dragon 6, 7 Pirates. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the open man. It's Manor. And he will have the Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
70 Ranger. Here we go. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is Smith to the ground. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now a 2nd and 10.
Oh, ready.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's over the middle into the hands of Noel. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Big gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Boom. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one was over a long time ago.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll drop to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Tennessee, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, alongside Charles Davis.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep.